What is going on today, guys? Today we're gonna talk about doing something with the car, but today we're gonna discuss that a little bit later. But right now, I'm actually walking out the truck. It's a little bit cold out, but we're gonna do an oil change on my truck. I'll get that on the GoPro. I actually got it in my pocket right now. But after that, we're gonna go driving around, and I'll start discussing what I'm gonna talk about. As you could probably tell by the title, yes, it is talking about supercharging my Mustang, and I'll get into more detail with that later. Right now, I'm just going to get the oil change done. She is a little overdue, but we're going to knock this out real quick, and then we'll be on our way. So I'll catch you guys on the GoPro. Alright, so I got the oil drained. I'm getting the oil filter off. The reason I switched to this camera real quick is simply just because the battery died on my GoPro, so we're going to get that taken care of. And I'll catch you guys back when I finish up the oil change, and then we'll go about the rest of the day. But I'm going to hurry up, knock this out real quick, because oil filter's not being very friendly right now, but we're going to hurry up and get this knocked out, and I'll catch you guys back later. So, catch you guys later. Hey guys, I'm back here now. Got the oil change all done, finally got that oil filter off. It was a pain in the ass. For a second there, I couldn't literally figure out which way I had to go. I felt really stupid afterwards. But anyway, got it all done. I put some of that stop leak in. It was a thicker material stuff than the stuff I used the first time. So I hope it works out better, but I think I found out where it's leaking now. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Obviously, I'm not doing it today since I just did this oil change. Otherwise, I'd have to buy all new oil. And I'm not about to do that. So I'm actually running over to my aunt's now. She is interested in that drone. So we're going to get that taken care of, and then after that, I'll start the discussion on today's video. So, catch you guys back later, and I hope you guys are looking forward to what's coming to the future for the car. So, I'll let you guys know later. What is going on, guys? I got done with my aunt's. I'm now headed over to my buddy's house. But, so earlier, I had mentioned supercharging my car. Now, I looked around, I did a lot of searching, and I talked to a few people on a group on Facebook. And a little quick shout out to Derek Barron Productions. He is actually in the group called, I think it's like New Edge Mustang Parts 99 to 04 for sale, stuff, something like that. But I was talking to a bunch of people because I was actually trying to say just screw the V6 and go into doing my dream Mustang GT, just building it now. Well, I was talking to a bunch of them and whatnot, and I had thought about, you know, doing the GT swap. I know I had mentioned in my very first video that I was going to wait and do the Coyote swap later, but I was sitting there talking to a few people, and if I want some quick horsepower and something budget friendly, I was suggested supercharging my V6. Obviously I simply said, really? How? Well, one guy had mentioned another guy, and that guy, we were talking back and forth. He told me he machines an adapter plate for my split port intake for the Cobra R intake. And we got a fucking idiot here that was just, yeah, almost got into an accident. Had a car doing like 80 miles an hour down this road. I had to slam on my brakes so I didn't get into an accident. But anyway, besides that point, back to what I was saying. He makes an adapter plate for the Cobra M112 supercharger. Obviously, it's belt driven. And the plate alone was like $600. And then I was looking around and I seen that the supercharger was really not that expensive. I thought it was going to be almost $1,000 or more just for the supercharger alone. Well, I did a little bit of searching, and the supercharger I seen roughly goes from about $400 to anywhere from like, I think it was like $550 to $600-700 maybe. But anyway, I was looking around and whatnot, and I noticed that, I mean, for an all-around supercharger, just for those two things alone, it's gonna be about $1,000. Now, in the long run, that's not that much. It's the work and the time that it's gonna take to do it. But from what the guy told me, I have to buy other stuff. I have to buy like an idler pulley. I need to buy a cold air intake meant for a 03 to 04 Cobra. I need a serpentine belt. I mean, there was a list of things. And I mean, if any of you guys are interested in supercharging your V6s, if there's anybody out there that's got a V6 Mustang and that can't afford doing a V8 swap, but wants some quick horsepower, give me a comment down below, and I'll give you guys, or I won't give you the guys, whatever. I'll give you the guy's information, and I'll talk with him and see if I can get you guys hooked up if that's what you want to do. I was told to supercharge or turbocharge mine, but I don't know about you guys, but I was watching one of Derek Barron's videos, and he also made a very good point about the difference between turbochargers and superchargers. Superchargers, you get instant power. Well, with a turbocharger, you have to build boost, and then you get to go and get your power. But like he had said, superchargers is instant power. Turbocharger, you gotta wait for your boost to build. But anyway, if any of you guys with a V6 Mustang, split cord intake for the new Edge Mustangs, if that's what you want to go, do the same thing as me, whatever. I'll even post a video or a link to a video of some other people on YouTube that have actually did it. And it sounds great. You still get that Cobra turbo or the Cobra supercharger whine, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't care about the turbos. I want the instant power, and I love the sound of a supercharger whine. But anyway, I was looking around, and I mean, just like I said, for that supercharger and the plate alone is going to be about $1,000. But then all the other stuff, I mean, it's going to be hard to find, but it's not like I can't just order this stuff all brand new off the internet or go to a parts store and get all that stuff. And in the long run, I think I can't be exact on horsepower because I haven't seen any videos, and I haven't seen anything that has told me exact amount of horsepower. But a stock V6 I think pushes around 150. It's obviously not very much. But I mean, with a supercharger and the cold air intake and all of those goodies that you have to put with this supercharger to make it work, you're obviously going to be gaining a lot of horsepower. Now, if you also do, your gears, which I want to keep my top speed, so I'm going to stick with my stock. I think it's 308 gears in my rear end. I'm not going to upgrade because I'm not all about taking off quicker on the shot out of the hole. I just want the straight. I want the long distance, quick speed as I can. But I mean, that's different. Some people want to be able to get off the line quicker. Some, I don't know if others do or don't. But that's me. I don't want to get off the line quicker. I want that long distance speed, because eventually one of these days I want to be able to take my Mustang down to the track and just see how it does in a quarter mile. Obviously it's not going to be the greatest because it's a V6, guys. Come on, seriously. It's not going to be pulling 8 seconds flat, let alone. I've seen a video of a built Cummins. It was a 5.9 and they built it, and even with their transmission slipping right at the start, they still pulled a 10.8, and he was doing like 163. Now, obviously, my Mustang can't even do over 140, but the Governor probably can't do no more than 130. But still, going to the track, testing it out, it's got to be a great experience just to try it out, and I've never done anything like that. But I mean, it's going to be something I'm going to do later on down the road. And mean, after I seen this supercharger idea, I mean, it sounds kind of stupid and quirky that, you know, supercharging a V6, but I mean, some of the videos I've seen good comments, and they're not bad. I haven't seen nobody dogging on it. I mean, it's a cool idea for those of you that can't afford a V8 swap, because you need so much. You need the motor, you need the trans, you need the engine harness, and from what I've seen, you possibly need a new cluster. You need, I mean, you'd have to upgrade your suspension, because your suspension's meant for a V6, which is obviously a lot lighter. And I mean, a V8 swap's very expensive, but if you do the supercharger, you could save money unless you found a donor car about the same price. See, where I'm at, it's very hard to find a nice V8 donor car, and it's just, I've tried looking, and that's kind of why I'm starting to lean towards this supercharger idea, because I don't know how many of you know this, but if you're a Mustang enthusiast like me, you try to learn as much as you can about Mustangs. Me and my buddy yesterday, we were talking about Mustangs, GTs, V6s, whatever. We were just talking about any Mustang. We were talking about why people are talking about Coyote swapping their new edges. There was me, him, and some other buddy. We were all talking about it, why they do it, what's the reasoning behind it, and all that stuff. We were just talking and everything, talking about the S197, not the 195. We were talking about the S55s, which anymore lately, YouTube, real world, YouTube is all the same, but around me, I have never seen an S55 as good as S55 Chris's. Now, if you haven't checked his out, go check out one of Derek Barron production videos, or I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel or not. I think he's got an Instagram, don't get me wrong. But his S55 is probably one of the greatest looking S55s that I have seen around, and it is a great looking Mustang. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, granted, it's not my body style. My body style is the new edge. Ever since I got my very first 95 V6 Mustang, after I got it, my buddy had told me I had chose the wrong year Mustang to get. Now, when I first got it, I was like, oh yeah, this is my dream body style. You know, it's my dream Mustang. It's what I want. Well, then he started talking to me more, and we were talking and whatnot. And he had told me, dude, look at these new edge Mustangs. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, check these out. It's just the same, it's the same body, it's just got the new sleek edge to it. And you want this body style, it looks so much better. And then he was telling me about his, because he had one, I can't remember the year, but he had one for the longest time. It was an automatic, but I mean, a Mustang's a Mustang. I preferably think if you're going to have a car like that, you want a manual. It's so much more fun in a manual. But yeah, he was telling me that because I just recently got mine not too long ago, he was telling me, hey, you know, with your V6 motor, you can put a 4.2 external, not internals. You can do 4.2 externals on your car, and you can build up a little bit more horsepower and everything, which is what I plan on doing. I just got to find the right motor, or if I can just get the parts brand new, which I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, is just get the parts brand new and go from there. But I think that's what I'll do first, is get the new intake and heads, and then I will do my supercharger later on down the road when I can get a little bit more money saved up. But overall, I mean, the V6 Mustang for the new edge, they obviously did a good job with it, because, you know, you can put a 4.2 intake, you can put 4.2 heads on it, you can get a little bit more power out of your V6. And then with this guy telling me about this adapter plate for the Cobra M112 supercharger, it's going to help out greatly with power, and it's cheap, it's not too expensive, and you're not breaking into your pockets too bad, and you could probably keep up with the stock GT as long as they don't have a built Tremec tranny, which my buddy does. And before I end this video today, I'm going to actually give him a quick shout out, and I'm going to show you a little clip of his car. And it's my buddy Noggle. He's got a 2000 Mustang GT, just like the same color as mine, but his is obviously a GT. His has a built Tremec tranny, and I think his motor is stock or not. We're not exactly sure. He hasn't, you know, torn it down or anything. We don't know if it's modded, nothing like that. But yeah, after this, I'll do a little give you a little clip of his car from what we did the other day. And I mean, his car's outstanding. It's got a little bit of body damage, but when he had it, I mean, it was clean. He loved that car, and he still does. He's sitting here debating on what he wants to do with it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop the video here. Obviously, you know, I was talking about the supercharger, but you know, if you're all for it and you want help on getting this supercharger and you don't have the hookup for a supercharger plate, you know, comment below, email me, whatever. I'll put my email in the description below. I'll give you guys the hookup. But until next time, drop a like, leave a comment if you want the adapter plate. And you know, most importantly, always subscribe, guys. Come on, we're shooting for 500 right now. That's my goal. I know I've been saying 1,000, but you know, we're gonna drop it to 500. So you know, let's get it, guys. So I'll catch you guys later, and until next time, take it easy.